teams line up to face each other in what is a crucial game for London to get back on track, and a more crucial game for Halifax to keep their season and their hopes of the top 4 finish alive. Jared Samet, almost a Halifax player once, will kick off for the London Broncos. All red, familiar strip, but still maintaining the Broncos traditional colours, the blue and white, and yellow armbands as well. Samet's kick could be too far. Salterstall feels it in the in goal, may have left that to go out then, but seen that be better catching it and running it back. Brandon Douglas 10 metres out, tackled by Cunningham and Will Mayer. A good drive, attracting 4 defenders to him. He's going to make this Broncos defence work. Simon Griggs will possibly would have been more in a loose forward role, but still running out wide. Jacob Fairbank to the 30-metre line. Good defence from the Broncos. The last tackle being indicated by the referee. And a kick. Halifax deep in the Broncos territory. Will have to be quick to Dixon. Already mentioned he's a speedster, is Kieran Dixon. So tries all day, given the opportunity. He's got 9 so far this season. He's the Broncos' top scorer. And Williams drives the ball up, falls just outside the Broncos 30. Another man with 7 tries, Rhys Williams. So plenty of pace on the wings and plenty of try scoring ability. Halifax looking out the attack from Jay Pitts, who takes it just over halfway. Rhys Williams takes it up again for the Broncos, taking it inside on a lateral run, but finishes up being tackled on the 40. Halifax will be looking towards Samet, who will no doubt kick, with this being the last tackle. Samet getting height, but not a massive amount of distance, and Tyra underneath it for Halifax. And 1 or 2 defenders had gone to Will Sharp then, but it didn't get that far, and Sharp will get the opportunity to run it back and try and spin out of the tackles just outside Halifax 20. Conor McGrath picks up and goes from acting half, running hard and strong into a 2-man tackle just over the 30-metre line. Here comes Will Mayer again, and Mayer again attracting a posse of Broncos defenders to him 2 metres from a halfway. Good carry from Mayer. Ben Johnson had to check then, and Grady gets it back to Johnson. Johnson strides away, looks inside and outside for support. Broncos defence had got back. Johnson didn't have the opportunity to pass, but the referee's hand in the air for the last tackle, and Fairbanks to Morrell. Morrell tests William, McGrath up as well, and Williams being forced back into the in-goal area. That's great defence from Halifax. The pass made in the in-goal area by Williams was risky, but didn't relieve the pressure, because Halifax are quick to bounce on Alex Walker as well. Great strength. Chester Butler there was Simon Griggs to force Williams back in the in-goal area. Perfectly placed kick from Scott Morrell. And Samet will drop out from under the post, looking for distance, and it goes beyond Sharp and Brandon Douglas. Halifax have to go back, and that's miss has turned it into a good kick for Samet. Sharp gets it back beyond the 40s, good kick return. Perhaps where Sharp should have caught the ball, but it just went over his head. Brandon Douglas couldn't take it either from the drop out, but he's taking it back over halfway for Halifax. Brandon Moore. Brandon Moore named as on the replacement bench for Halifax, but obviously making the start. Ben Kay will come off the interchange bench, and London with a penalty. a good position with a drop out under the post. Halifax find themselves defending. The first run from Tom Spencer, former Wigan Lee and Oldham man. With a strong run, but the ball out in the tackle. And Cunningham looking to exploit some space on the far side, and Halifax back on the 10-metre line, failing to secure the ball in the tackle. Ferragher gets it to Samet. Samet with a short ball to Jay Pitts, and Pitts is hammered by Butler. Halifax still defending the line. Lewis Bienick driving towards the Halifax post, and Fairbank adding his weight to the tackle that forces Bienick to the ground. Opportunity on that far side, but Walker opted to go on his own with two men outside him. Halifax to hold out another tackle, and Steve Tyra doesn't look at the ball bouncing off Sharp's legs with a kick from Ferragher. Steve Tyra looks like he needs attention to a problem with an arm, and Morrell tackled upstairs by Samet, and another high tackle goes unpunished by the referee, much to the annoyance of the Halifax supporters. Well, the first one on Morrell was bad enough, but Jay Pitts was high on his second attempt. Morrell into acting out, gets it to Saltonstall, and Saltonstall were able to offload to Fairbank, who found a space in the Broncos defence. Brandon Moore to Johnston, and Johnston looking and weaving, trying to get underneath the defence. Brandon Moore to Morrell, who puts it down into the corner. Walker sweeps across and gives it inside to Dixon. Dixon is tackled by Brandon Douglas, has to get something. Let's make sure that London play it quickly. Problems now. Halifax struggling to deal with Walker, the fullback, and he gets his pass away, and the referee has seen a forward pass. Great work from Walker. The defence was falling off the Broncos fullback. They took full advantage of it, but the pass going forward. Halifax have Simon Griggs on the floor receiving attention. They don't really want to lose anybody, but Simon Griggs is so influential when he's on the field. Back to his feet, restored to full health. Halifax will begin with a scrum 28 metres out from the Broncos line. The referee was not happy with the way Brandon Moore was packing on the back of the scrum then. Moore gets it to Tyra, obviously recovered from that arm injury for now. Gets up, plays the ball. Johnston to Brandon Douglas, virtually from a standing start. Halifax still outside that London Broncos red zone. Now Morrell steps inside, goes on his own, and Spencer managing to bring him down. Halifax looking for the quick play. Will Mayer drives the ball up to the Broncos line. Gets a really good leg drive, takes 4 defenders to stop him. A metre out from the line. Brandon Moore switches to the right hand side, and the ball from Morrell to Griggs is a little bit fast and obviously a little bit slippy. It's gone out of the fingers of the Halifax number 12. And Halifax putting on the pressure. Still 0-0 after 8 minutes. That was an immense stride by Will Mayer, once again attracting 4 defenders to him. And the run probably deserved a bit more, but the defenders managing to stop him, as they have done there with Fairbank and Grady. Second tackle, Broncos up to the 20-metre line. Samet winning a penalty, wrestling with Brandon Douglas there, forcing the referee to blow the whistle. The Broncos a piggyback penalty, we're just now seeing them reach halfway, and Elliot Keir will drive the ball up to the Halifax 30-metre line. Many metres made there. Matt Davies to the 20-metre line. Cunningham looking for runners, gets the ball away to Spencer, who's tackled 12 metres out. Cunningham looking for a quick play of the ball, gets it to Jay Pitts, and an advantage on that far side which Saltonstall got his hand to and has given London Broncos 6 more tackles. And Dixon picks the wrong men to run into when he dropped his shoulder, then he's put down 9 metres out. Cunningham looking for runners, finds Samet, a long ball out, and oh, that's a clever pass from Ben Helliwell under the arm to put Rhys Williams in. And the London Broncos doing the basic right there, getting the ball across and stretching Halifax in defence from one side of the field to the other. And a clever pass from Helliwell, slipped the ball away to Williams. Left Samet a kick 2 metres in from the touchline. And from putting pressure on at one end of the field in the London half, Halifax find themselves holding the inquest in the in-goal area off the London Broncos, with a sense of that penalty which put the Broncos into the Halifax half just. The Broncos exploiting weaknesses on the Halifax flanks, going for the first score. Take the lead 4 points to 0. Samet with 37 goals this season. Halifax supporters trying to put him off. Samet taking a long time. Well, that one just sneaking inside the left hand upright for Jared Samet. And Halifax trail 6 points to 0 after 10.5 minutes. Well, gets the ball to drop in front of the players, looking for a bounce that might cause an error, but Davis deals with it for the London Broncos and brings it back. And Halifax being pushed back a little bit in the tackle. Cunningham moves into acting half, being it gets up and plays the ball. And not so much yardage made this time by Davis, and there's a juggle of the ball from Spencer, but manages to keep hold of it and drives himself backwards almost up to halfway. Cunningham to Peferangi, turns the ball inside. Last tackle, Broncos 5 metres inside Halifax territory. Back to Peferangi for the high kick. There's a call. Well, eventually McGrath takes it. Looked as though Sharp and McGrath might have actually collided there, and Conor McGrath has done an excellent job on a kick return, taking it back to the 30-metre line. Sharp will have a go now from acting half. Tackled by Lovell, Halifax 40. Johnson looking for the quick play, and Saltonstall coming in off the wing, looking to make the same ground that McGrath did. He was doing a good job until Jay Pitts grabbed hold of the leg and upended him, and Halifax will get a penalty. Their first of the afternoon for holding down. Scott Burrell an opportunity to put Halifax in a good position. Well, it's probably not gone as far as it would have liked, but Halifax begin 35 metres out from the Broncos line, with Fairbank driving the ball into 3 Broncos defenders just inside the 30. Brandon Moore goes from acting half, gets it to Johnston. Johnson links up with Sharp. Tyra running out of ground on the far side. Saltonstall picks it up and gets it inside to Grady, and Grady will run the ball up to the Broncos defence. Again, it's a three-man tackle. Now 10 metres away, Halifax. Brandon Moore gets it to Will Mayer, but he's quickly marked by the Broncos defence this time. No chance of getting up the head of steam that he got last time. Morrell shows the ball, tries to duck under the Broncos defenders. Last tackle. Halifax need a playmaker, and that'll be Ben Johnson, who taps it through on the floor. Not the best of kicks, easy for the Broncos defence to pick out. Alan London right in the forwards with Lovell to get it away from their own try line. Halifax trying to keep London in the red zone. 2 tackles, have done that so far. And Williams, the try scorer, in off the wing, making more yards than the forwards did and attracting 4 Halifax defenders to him. That means it could be weak in the back line, but Cunningham's opted for the kick, and Will Sharp, well, fancy his chances with Cunningham, but Cunningham's done a good job on the kick and chase. And maybe the ply now from Danny Ward. Kick the ball deep into Halifax territory. Referee not particularly watching the offside there, and London Broncos moving up very quickly. There's at least 4 men in front of him there. Saltonstall takes it up to the 30-metre line, and the Broncos defenders are not even making the effort to go the full 10 metres. And Halifax are forced to kick. Dixon will collect it for the London Broncos and look to try and go around the outside, and then steps in and drops the shoulder, and Dixon, good return from Dixon, takes in 5 metres from halfway. Walker, the full back, or Elliot Keir, sorry, it was, running the ball up even further. Halifax have a man down, it's Brandon Douglas, I think, and the ball has bounced off the London Broncos, got into the hands of Simon Griggs, and the referee has decided from the knock-on that Halifax were offside. Well, it's a penalty that's in kickable distance, and so for now coach is going back to the 2 points on offer. Well, I don't know, Halifax have been penalised from a knock-on. Eddie Batty is on for the London Broncos, the former Sheffield Eagle, with the what seems to be the latest fashion with the tied up hair on the back of the head. From Fairbank on Halliwell, but Broncos still pushing forward. Samet indicating the backs should go out a bit further on that far side as he gets the ball away to Peferange, the former Cronulla Sharks half back, Newcastle Parramatta as well, and the New Zealand Warriors. He's an Irish international. Well, the referee given London Broncos another penalty, and he's going to penalise Halifax with his hand in the pocket. It looks like there's somebody going off for 10 minutes. Brandon Moore dispatched to the sin bin for 10 minutes. Well, saying something out of turn is the indication from the referee. Cunningham to Batty. Batty tries to get the ball away. Halifax don't get the ball, but they make the tackle, and the referee's given 6 more tackles. Batty with the shirt ripped. Halifax getting frustrated, and rightly so. Need to be careful though, not to give away any more penalties or have anybody else dispatched to the sin bin. Long ball out wide, and the overlap's there. Dixon will pick it up and cut inside, and then be hammered to the ground 5 metres away. Cunningham goes on his own from acting half, and the referee, how can you be offside when a man plays the ball 5 metres away from the line? So 5 penalties to 1. Halifax line under immense pressure, assisted by controversial and dubious decisions from the referee. Scott Morrell down on the floor, just getting a thumbs up for the Halifax captain. Eddie Batty has been given another shirt, having him, another one quite literally ripped off his back. Ferrari gives it to Spencer. Spencer hit by Fairbank initially, but Halifax, have they got enough in the tank with 12 men to repel this attack? Samet gets it away. Helliwell, no pass this time coming to Williams, and Helliwell's put down 2 metres out from the touchline. Williams is looking for a second, spinning away from acting half, but the Halifax defence managed to put him down where Helliwell's put down just moments ago. Helliwell with a lofted pass to Samet. Samet running across the defence, and Pefferangi gets it out wide, and there's an overlap on that far side. Dick gets to Dixon again. Johnson misses Dixon, so does Grady. Gets the pass away, and Pefferangi going back the same way. Halifax able to bring down Lovell 5 metres out, but the pressure still on the line as Pefferangi looks to escape the clutches of Brandon Douglas. Looks as though he was going to kick through first time. Decided to run it. Well, what will happen this time? Will they get another penalty? Well, they won't, because Fairbank has reacted to Samet's kick, and Batty holding Fairbank now. Referee looking across the London line. Well, he's got a man there stood in front of him as a referee. Salt trying to get up and play the ball. And James Green on for Halifax up to halfway. Dan Fleming gets to the 40, falls awkwardly but gets up and plays the ball. Last tackle to Morrell. Morrell kicks down behind. Williams into touch. There'll be a scrum on the London Broncos 10 metre. Well, makes me wonder if the referee knows what 10 metres is. Certainly not applying the rule to the Broncos defensive line. What's that? Halifax will defend from the 10 metre line as Williams gets the ball and puts inside. I don't know this, we don't know. Halifax defending just outside the Broncos red zone with Chester Butler switching to the short side again, looking to get Williams and away. Picks Conor McGrath brings Rhys Williams down. Eddie Batty charging it up, stopped by Griggs and Green. Samet will kick towards the touchline, but that shouldn't be getting anywhere near. It's 10 metres infield, and Sharp will pick it up for Halifax, away from 2, and only just brought down by the tackle from Davis, and Halifax get the penalty. Biggest cheer of the afternoon so far for Halifax. They're going to get a penalty. Well, they have been trying to interfere with the play of the ball. Scott Morrell got a kick this time from Morrell, making almost 30 metres into the Broncos half of the field. Chester Butler will tap it and go on his own. Run straight at Samet, but Halliwell there to help out the scrum half as Fleming takes it from a standing start, bats away 2 Broncos defenders, unable to get too many metres forward. James Green charging it up, and Green through the defence again. It's just an ankle tackle, this time from Butler. Grady takes the short pass off Ben Johnston. Halifax looking to get over the Broncos try line for the first time. Johnston gets it to Tyra, and Tyra's got the ball down, and Halifax respond with 12 men. Ball coming as London tried it from a penalty, with Morrell putting it into touch. Strong drives from Butler, Fleming and James Green, setting up the platform for Ben Johnson to use the couple of metres he had on the short side to send Tyra in, and even with defenders around him, Steve Tyra managed to extend the arm and put the ball down to put Halifax back within 2. Halifax maybe down but not out after that plethora of penalties that was awarded the London Broncos. Managed to hold out, win a penalty and get the reward. Tyra looking to convert his own try. To the cheers of the Halifax supporters from about 18 inches from the far touch line. Fails to find the mark, but Halifax have scored a try with 12 men. Managed to bring themselves back to within 2 points. London Broncos 6, Halifax 4. Ball back from the kick-off. Samet will take eventually when he's placed the ball to his ideal liking on the tee. Taken by Saltonstall. James Green met by 3 defenders, 12 metres out from the Halifax line. Grady. 3 defenders there again, and in no rush to let Shane Grady get up and play the ball. Tyra takes the ball up to the 30-metre line. Fleming brought down 2 metres short of the 40. And again, London Broncos defenders in no rush to get up and allow the quick play the ball. Green 2 metres short of halfway on the last tackle. Back to Morrell. And Morrell gets his kick away. It's into the in-goal area, and Walker is going to have to bring it back. Halifax holding him up, turning him over and putting him on his back. The 10-metre line. Grix and Butler with the tackle. Scott Morrell rejoins the defensive line after taking a bit of a late hit from loose forward Matt Davis as he tried to get the kick away. Green and Fleming making the tackle, and Butler trying to find a way through the Halifax defence. Batty gets the ball away to Cunningham. Peferangi gets it out wide. Halifax need numbers on that far side. With Lovell causing problems out wide, then the ball back inside. Johnson makes a tackle on Peferangi. Pepperangi goes after Ben Johnson. Well, it was bound to happen. Was this? Will Sharp's got in late as well. There's still punches being thrown. Well, the initial offence was Pepperangi throwing a punch at Ben Johnson. They tried to dominate him, the bigger man. But the resulting fracas could see that decision overturned. Players coming in from both sides. Well, Johnson not being intimidated by Pepperangi, no respecter of reputations, and he came with quite a big one with the Irish international. Both touch judges on. Well, he probably won't bet against the London Broncos penalty here, considering it's 5-2 in their favour. A lot of finger pointing going on between the sides. Still stood like they're ready to have a go at each other. They're almost lining up warrior-like, facing each other. Johnson and Morel. Oh, you are. Ben Johnson leaves the field for 10 minutes. So Halifax down another man. Pepperangi being shown a yellow card as well. So London Broncos down to 12. Well, I think the referee's trying to take this thing out of this situation by sending players to the sin bin, and a London Broncos penalty. So Halifax down to 11. Brandon Moore fouling the touchline, so he's 10 minutes must be almost up. So the 11 men of Halifax will disband against the 12 from London, and you would expect that they will have a little more space with the London Broncos, but not with tackling like that from Fairbank and Green. Pass goes to Elliot Keir, look forward. Halifax pushing Keir back away from the Halifax line. Dixon will look for a way through, but Fleming, well, had hold of him, needed assistance from Grady and Green. Tackle eventually made 18 metres out. And a knock on, celebrated by all the Halifax team. Pressure put on. Brandon Moore comes back on, so at least for the moment we're back to 12 aside. Johnson and Pepperangi will sit out another 7 or 8 minutes in the sin bin. With just under 14 minutes to go. Halifax 4, London Broncos 6. Halifax with the ball. The referee's not happy with the scrum again. The London Broncos barely making the 10 metres required again. Tyra eventually put down. Will Mayer, here we go again, calls to get the players back on side. Well, they don't need it this time because the referee has decided that Halifax should have a penalty on their 30-metre line. Well, the last penalty Halifax had here, they went on to score from. Morell's made halfway with a kick. Conor McGrath will tap it to himself and take the first drive up into the Broncos defence. Gets to the Broncos 40-metre line. James Green will drive it into 3 weight defenders. Brandon Moore uses the short side. Morell kicks over the top. The chase is on. Walker could be late. Who's there first? Well, it looks like the boot of Williams. Just beat the chase of Tristan Butler, who slammed his hand onto the ground in frustration at not being able to get to that kick. Sean Jones is on for Halifax. Halifax will hope that they can cover this dropout from Samet. The last one went almost up to the Halifax 20-metre line. This one should be covered on or about halfway by Saltonstall as he picks it up and runs it back to the Broncos defence, carrying it. Well, would have been 15, but he's made 20 by turning his back and driving backwards towards the defence. Sean Jones takes it up to the 20 and beyond. Great run First run from the replacement. Morel gets it to James Green, and Green goes down 11 metres out. Gets up, fairly quick play this one. Fleming gets it to Morel. Morel out to Sharp. Sharp tried to get it away, and now Dixon has got space in front of him. Halifax trying to chase him down. Broncos still moving forward with Walker the fullback. Gets it away, and Elliot Keir is going to go to the corner, and once again from Halifax, looking like they were putting pressure on and could have put another 4 points on the board. The Broncos have gone to the other end of the field. Halifax, well, down a man in defence, but unable to catch Kieran Dixon initially. Keir and Walker carrying it the rest of the way, interchanging, and Keir going over for the second try for the London Broncos and moving them into double figures. 31 minutes gone in the first half. It's Halifax 4, London Broncos 10, with a kick to come from Samet. So Halifax were trying to exploit a potential opening on the far side of the Broncos defence. Number 19 just coming on the field is Sadiq Adibaye, who's not on the team sheet.
Who's not on the team sheet? Oh no, that was a late change. There were 2 late changes. Warren for K, and then that Eddie guy for.
Probably one of those two. Halifax supporters trying to do the best to put Samet off. Seems it's worked this time, as the flag stayed out for Samet's attempted conversion, and it stays at Halifax 4, London Broncos 10. Just notice that Ben Kay is a very late withdrawal from the Halifax squad. Same with London with Adibaye, the former Broncos academy captain. A late inclusion for them. Morel could have kicked too far, but Dixon takes it in the in goal. Batte will run it back, and Fleming and Jones. Brandon Moore combining to make the tackle 10 metres out. And less than 10 minutes to go in the first half, and Halifax would probably like to think they can respond with something they thought they were going to do on the last attack. But in a game where mistakes are punished, London punished it ruthlessly on that last play. Eddie Batter going round behind his own man as a shepherd, and Chester Butler has stolen the ball. Samet's coming across. Great play from Butler. Samet got in a rush to get off Butler, and James Green will drive it forward, and Halifax could come up with something here if they can carve something out. Sean Jones driving towards the line. Brandon Moore out to Fleming, and Fleming looked like he'd found a gap there, but somehow the scrambling defence got to him before he was able to get to the line. Brandon Moore to Morel, Morel to Chester Butler, and Halifax unable to break the line. It's the last tackle. Morel looking for a little chip through, and Williams again forced to take the ball out of play. Halifax forced another drop out under the post. Well, probably the second best result. First would have been a try, but they were unable to break down the Broncos defence. Have forced Samet into another drop out in which there's no rush, but the clock has been stopped anyway. Chester Butler receives attention. Great steal of the ball from Batte, who probably should have been penalised from going behind Cunningham. Sol gives it inside to James Green, and James Green has brought out another another three-man tackle from this Broncos defence. Sean Jones attracts three as well. Much as Halifax try to play the ball quickly, they're being stifled by London's slowing down tactics. Morel to Grady. Grady through the line. Grady over the second Halifax try. Brute force from Shane Grady. Striding through the Broncos defenders most of the line. And planting the ball down. And Halifax creating with only one half back with Ben Johnston off. Well, put in Grady. They didn't put him into a gap. Grady made his own by barging through the Broncos defence. Slamming the ball down for the second try. And a kick that Steve Tyra should feel quite comfortable with. 10 metres to the left hand side of the upright, much easier than his last attempt. And no mistakes from Tyra with that one as he levels the scores up. Halifax 10, London Broncos 10. Well, they wanted a response before half time and they certainly got one there. The tactics of three men in the tackle have usually worked for London Broncos, but not on that occasion. I think you're going to put the whole team in front of Shane Grady then, and he'd have gone through them. James Green, well, he's left one London defender on the floor. Batty goes one way, Saltonstall goes the other, and carries the ball up towards the 30, and then gets the offload away to Brandon Moore, who has an injection of pace to Moore. Batty with a good tackle this time, as Sharp gets it to Sean Jones, and Sean Jones pushes Jay Pitts away, and Jay Pitts needs reinforcements. He's the last man up from the tackle, got it in the second attempt. Morel gets it away to Simon Griggs, and Griggs going for the line, and Griggs doesn't need the support, and Simon Griggs looks like Grady holding off defenders. They had hands on him, they didn't know whether he was going to pass, and the longer he went, the nearer the line got for Simon Griggs, who's put Halifax into the lead. With a super try, strength and determination on show. Griggs goes over for Halifax's third try. The lead for the first time with less than 5 minutes to go in the first half. Perfect response from Halifax, who seemed to have it all against them earlier with the penalties they were giving away according to the referee. Ben Johnston's back on, so Pefferangi, both teams restored to 13 players for Halifax. They've been doing it tough with 12 and have managed to put themselves in the lead for the first time. Tyra's conversion is waved away by the touch judges. Even he thought it had gone over. Well, it looked a good 2 points. Players and supporters alike complaining that the flag stayed down there. The first time Halifax in the lead, 14 points to 10, and the ball put out on the full. Well, makes you wonder on a day like today in these conditions whether Tyra could put the ball over from the halfway line. Halifax obviously not looking at that option because Tyra has stayed out on that far side. Morel will kick for touch with 3 minutes 15 seconds left of the first half. Can Halifax conjure another try off the back of a penalty? Chester Butler drives the ball up. Looked groggy a couple of minutes ago, but obviously okay to carry on. Simon Griggs to James Green. Eddie Batty's making a beeline for James Green every time he has the ball. Done a lot of work in defence. Johnston brings Tyra back on the inside. Tyra takes it to within 10 metres and managed to somehow get the offload away. Tyra still being tackled by the London defence while Sharp was going, and then Dan Fleming towards the line, brought down 2 metres away and struggling to get up and play the ball. Well, that's given Halifax 2 points now that they're not going to turn down in front of the post. Brandon Moore looking for a quick play of the ball. So Halifax supporters has won. Waiting for Steve Tyra to go for the 2 when you're in front of the post. Another 2 points, you get the ball back 2 minutes from halfway. Tyra looking to double his kicking total. Interesting, the referee is making sure every London Broncos player is back behind their own try line. Didn't seem too concerned about it earlier when they were only going back 7 or 8 metres. Tyra to add another 2 points to the Halifax total, which you would expect from that position. London Broncos trailing Halifax 16, London 10. Halifax's points coming from Steve Tyra, who's passed the 1,500 points mark with that first try in his Halifax career. Coming in 162 games. Quite an achievement. Dan Fleming. It's a brick wall of a defence there, and the London Broncos, who were looking for something in the last minute of this game. Halifax will be looking to play the tackles out and play the clock down and take the lead into the sheds at half time. Will Sharp over the 30-metre line. Sean Jones almost through the defence, and it's Rob Butler takes the plaudits for another ankle tap. Well, Grady has Saltonstall outside him. Saltonstall down the touchline. Dixon chasing him, gets it back inside, and Brandon Moore manages to stop it with his feet very cleverly rather than try and make the play for it and risk knocking on. Last tackle, will Morrell go for a drop goal? It's a crossfield kick for McGrath, and McGrath takes the ball and gets it down. The touchman is going behind the line, and McGrath will claim another 4-pointer for Halifax. With some real acrobatic skills there, up in the air, managing to pivot, turn around and put the ball down so close to the flag. And on the hook, Conor McGrath. Absolute stunning try. The kick from Morrell was absolutely inch perfect. And Halifax have managed to take a 10-point lead into the dressing shed. Got to go down for one of the tries of the season so far, just for the acrobatic effort from Conor McGrath. But there aren't enough praiseworthy words that can add to that try. Sheer magic from McGrath. And Steve Tyra, his Halifax teammates waiting behind him to leave the field for the half-time break. Tyra's kick is not the best. Would have given Halifax a 12-point lead. In practice, they should have had a 12-point lead, and Tyra was denied one that looked to go through the middle. And after going down 6-0 with tries from William and a conversion from Samet, Tyra responded with a try, but then Kia, after a breakaway try from Kieran Dixon's pick-up, Walker and Walker and Kia interchanging for Kia to put down 10-4, and Halifax really put it together in the last couple of minutes. Grady with a power drive of a try over the line. Griggs doing the same a bit further out, but strength and determination took him over. Both converted by Steve Tyra. Conor McGrath with a late try, which is absolute magic from the winger. The way he brought the ball down and got it down before going over the line gives Halifax an unlikely lead at the half-time break. And this year, Halifax 20, London Broncos 10.
Oh, did he change your battery?
Yeah, he's done it.
He's out like that for high five.
To the first half of Super League quality with a try from Conor McGrath. Halifax leading by 10, but still 40 minutes to go. We're hoping that we can match or even improve on that first half performance. Well, to keep the composure after facing 4 or 5 sets on their own line. Halifax dragged itself back into the game. Will be running confident at the start of the second half against the London Broncos. Johnny Ward, I'm sure, will have been exchanging a few choice words with his players at the half-time break. Back to Efferangi for the kick to put pressure on Sharp and Saltonstall. Will Sharp plays it up at the back and takes a safe carry into the Broncos defence. Saltonstall tackled 10 metres out by Sadiq Adibaye, and almost a breakaway there from Chester Butler, who's been held by Harrison. Dan Fleming has 3 round him and is still driving forward. Shea Grady gets it to Johnson. Johnson caught what looked like a high one from Dixon, but getting nothing for it, and Morell's kick drops in the heavy ground in front of Walker. Will run it back almost to the 20-metre line. Reese Williams, London's first try scorer, stopped by 3, gets to the 30-metre line, gets up and plays it. Peferange gives it to Lovell, who gets over the 40. And then we go through the first few tackles with the forwards, and here's another one in Eddie Batty. Batty looking round to offload, but Sean Jones lifting him off the ground and turning him over, and then pushing Cunningham down. Referee not giving a knock on. Peferange looking to fool the Halifax defence, but not falling for the dummy and making the tackle. Back to Samet for the kick. Fleming putting pressure on, but Samet gets his kick away to Will Sharp, who's looking for a little bit of space, carries it back to the 20. Conor McGrath won't escape the clutches of Adebayo. James Green, some strong runs in the first half and continuing in that vein early in the second. Simon Griggs being forced sideways by the Broncos defence. Brandon Moore goes from acting half, catches the defence, and off goes Brandon Moore. Well, he's on his own, he's looking round for support, he's put a kick into the corner. Butler's on a chase and he's forced Rhys Williams to kick the ball out of play. Rhys Williams obviously not knowing just how close Butler was. I don't think he'd have got there, but the threat was there and the doubt was in the mind of the London Broncos winger, kicking the ball out of play, and Halifax forcing out yet another dropout. Samet to kick out again, in no rush to do so. And that one again gets to halfway with ease. James Green takes it off Sharp and James Green charges it into the London defence. Almost turned him upside down for an illegal tackle then. Sean Jones will look to do the same. Halifax back to within 21 metres of the Broncos line. Ben Johnston will look for runners, finds Sharp. Sharp trying to go through on his own, but tackled by Elliot Keir. Johnston to Dan Fleming. Fleming running the ball up to the London defence, trying to tire them out a bit more, forcing them into the tackles. Brandon Moore to Johnson. Johnson to Tyra. Tyra for the second. Halifax celebrate again. Short ball from Johnson and Tyra in for a second. And just the start that Halifax needed to the second half. But the platform built by those strong surging runs from Green, Fleming and Jones, making the defence work, and London eventually tiring and unable to stop Steve Tyra reaching over and putting the ball down for the fifth Halifax try of the afternoon. Tyra to convert again, 15 metres out from the left hand upright. No wind to contend with, the touch judges to contend with, who seem to wave away a perfectly good conversion in the first half. Ben Johnson stamping his mark on the game yet again with a pass supplied to Tyra. Well, they won't be able to turn that one down, it's gone straight through the middle. 16-point lead to Halifax, 26-10 now they lead the London Broncos. And a dream start to the second half for Halifax. But the job not done till the 80th minute. Samet will kick long and deep. Saltonstall takes it on the try line. Fleming running it back again, making these defenders work. They put 4 into the tackle, only 3 required as Lovell drops away. Johnson goes on his own. And we still send 3 men in to tackle Ben Johnston. Brandon Moore to Sean Jones, and Jones pushing Batty back and still dragging his legs forward. Sean Jones plays the ball eventually. Johnston look to turn it back into Will Sharp. Might have been a bit of a hospital pass. Sharp's being dragged away by the hooker Cunningham. And Morrell, little toe poke over the top again. And that one will be Dixon with a spin into the touch. And did Dixon touch the ball? Question being asked. And the answer was swift. It looked like the ball bounced off Dixon with the backspin on it, but Halifax not getting anything from it. appeal from the Halifax attackers on this side as to whether Dixon touched that ball, but the referee waving away their questions with a swift note on the short side. Ben Johnston round the legs of Jared Samet, or Elliot Keir, sorry. And still a danger almost posed in the middle there. James Green making the tackle. Williams will take it up over the 40. A sense of urgency now about the Broncos with a 16-point deficit. And a big hit there from Moore on Ben Halliwell, halfway line. Rob Butler gets the pass away. Halifax with swarming defence. Last tackle, referee with a hand in the air, Peferange. A little kick forward, tempting Sharp, leaving the ball Saltonstall with his back to the London Broncos defence retreating. Just making sure ball lift the field safely. Halifax will get the scrum on the 10-metre line. I'm sure that Halifax coach Richard Marshall will have watched those two games that lost over the Easter period and will have picked out potential frailties. As Elliot Morris comes on with Jacob Fairbank returning for Dan Fleming and Simon Griggs. James Green takes the ball into the defence, tries to pirouette away from the tackle. Brandon Moore to Johnston, Johnson to Elliot Morris. And again the Broncos putting in 3 defenders and finally putting Morris to the ground. Morell goes for the 40-20. So have to take a wicked bounce. Is that one to carry it to the touchline, but it doesn't. Walker allowed to reclaim it. Dixon going across the field. Great tackle from Chester Butler on Kieran Dixon. Dixon playing for the penalty. The referee says get up and play it. And Williams is tackled, and it's Butler again involved in the tackle. This time with Fairbank, and Fairbank gets up and waits, and he goes in with Sean Jones and James Green. Samet looking for runners, gets it to Robert Butler. And Butler put down on the 40-metre line. Approaching the 10-minute mark in the first half. And the Broncos looking at the left-hand side. Williams forced into an infield kick, and Will Sharp might have a little bit of space to work in there. Well, not a lot, but he's gone back to the 40-metre line. Conor McGrath charges the ball up to halfway. And the Broncos still a little bit forward of the referee. Sean Jones again looking to threaten. Johnston shows the ball, goes down on one leg, gets back up again. Cunningham wraps him up, and there looked to be a third man in there in Spencer. James Green charging it forward. Last tackle, 22 metres out. Johnston gives it to Grady. Grady steps, turns it back inside, but doesn't find Johnson with a pass. At least Halifax are in the Broncos red zone. They get up and want to play it quickly. Spencer immediately put under pressure from Morris, and the Broncos losing ground on the first tackle as Morris pushes Spencer back towards his own try line. Samet giving a little bit of a hospital pat. It's not Samet, it's Keir again who's coming to the line. Looking very similar, Keir and Samet with his beard. Dixon hit by Tyra and Grady. Well, he might have the speed, but he hasn't got the strength to break through the tackle of the Halifax defences. Peferange gives it to Butler 5 metres from halfway. Back to Peferange for the kick again. Chance down by Grady. Knock on from the London Broncos. Lovell unable to pick up the spinning ball. Halifax will get possession at the scrum. Which will go down a metre inside the Halifax half, and Jared Samet questioning something with the referee there. So Halifax with possession again. Sean Jones has dropped out of the scrum to carry the ball over halfway. Halifax making another change. Joe Green taking a much-deserved rest as Brandon Douglas comes back on. Johnston with the dummy, draws the defence to him. Sharp inside to Brandon Douglas, and Douglas will almost getting through there. The Broncos defender making the mistake of going upstairs, Sam Davis. And Morrell shows the ball, gets it to Sharp. Sharp to McGrath's done it again. Well, he's been called back by the referee. Another acrobatic drive by Conor McGrath. He's waved away this time by the touchers on that far side who said he went into touch. And Halifax need to cover the field at this side now as Elliot Keir threatens, steps through one tackle, still going, and Keir, much determination. Sean Jones has gone down. And Dixon goes from acting half and still doesn't have the strength to go through the Halifax defence, but has made a good metre gain for the London Broncos. Play stopped, referee stopping the game for an injury. Well, Sean Jones receives attention. All the energy and vigour shown in some of these championship games matches the quality of some Super League games that people have seen this season. Conor McGrath unlucky to be denied again after launching himself from 3 or 4 metres away in an effort to get the ball down. Halifax back to 13 in defence. Peferange gets the ball away to Lewis Beanick. Beanick tackled 35 metres out. Peferange shows the ball again, gets it away to Alex Walker. Halifax moving up, they're in the red zone, and Halifax defending. Well, they did that admirably in the first half. Beanick taken by Grady. They're showing the same level of determination in the second half as Peferange almost loses the ball. Gets it back to Walker. Walker, the dummy saw Spencer tried to go on his own. I'm not sure how many tackles. Well, the referee has finally raised his hand. Spencer to Samet. Samet kicks through, and Conor McGrath will be forced to put the ball. It's come off a London player. The effort was made to try and score the try, and it worked in Halifax's benefit as Conor McGrath shows the ball to Saltonstall and takes it 12 metres up on the first run. And now Saltonstall will try and increase that meterage that Halifax are getting. Gets the quick play of the ball. Brandon Moore has got the penalty out of Tom Spencer. First penalty of the second half in Halifax's favour. Morrell kicking for touch on the far side of the field. Puts the ball out of play, 18 metres out from the London Broncos line. Halifax going hunting more points, and this really will make the task a greater one for the London Broncos if Halifax can construct a try out of this attack. Morris, hand off but caught round the legs by Sam Davis. Johnston brings Grady back on the inside, and Grady away to Will Sharp. Halifax throwing the ball about. Morrell eventually takes the tackle. Halifax putting the passes together but not really going forward. Morris tries again to unlock that Broncos defence, but he's caught 5 metres away. Brandon Moore to Ben Johnston. Johnston with a kick to the corner. Tyra for a hat-trick. offside, said the referee, and obstruction. The indication as to why the Broncos have got the penalty. Jared Sammett's being taken from the field to be replaced by James Cunningham. Not a sight that London supporters would have wanted to see. Jared Sammet being taken from the field, but they're more influential players. We'll see if they've got any more in the absence of Sammet for the remaining 23.5 minutes. Cunningham taking the long floated pass. Chester Butler was going for the interception there. He probably would have got it if Cunningham had passed, but he's taking the Broncos back over the 40-metre line. And Ibaye tackled round the legs by Fairbanks. On that far side, looking to break away, but the pass J-Pitts got away to Halliwell, but Halliwell looking for Williams. Find the ball over and above the winger. Halifax line remains intact. Conor McGrath will receive attention on the far side of the field. The water carriers are on. This game being played in what's probably the mildest day of the year so far. Maybe summer is on the way. At long last. The sun certainly shined on Halifax this afternoon. And, really good performance so far. Of those two London tries that were conceded, one of them was really from a mistake by Halifax, where Dixon, Walker and Keir combined to go the full length of the field. The first try was pretty well constructed. Other than that, Halifax defence has been on top for large amounts of time in this game. And not only that, but Halifax have found a way to score as well after some low scoring matches earlier. Halifax have found a way to unlock the opposition defence. The London Broncos defence up to Easter have only conceded about 60 points. And the last two games conceding big scores, over 30 points. And maybe that could happen again this afternoon as Halifax pour forward again in searching more points, and Will Mayer back on looking for a touch of the ball. Morrell will hammer it down into the Broncos half of the field and out of touch. Steve Tyra looking for a change of footwear while the scrum takes place. The referee slowing play up at the scrum is helping Tyra, who's having his boots strapped up rather than tied up. The referee has spotted Steve Tyra now and stopped the clock to allow the Halifax centre, who's on a hat-trick and almost had it about 5 minutes ago. Still maybe time for Steve Tyra. 21 minutes left in this game to get his hat-trick. We're sighting Halifax shirts of our this season. Grady with a tackle with Tyra. Halifax will ride a bit high then on Lovell, but managed to get away with it. And, Dixon proving a bit of a handful. Goes inside and Peferagi gets the ball to Spencer. by it, takes the ball from Cunningham, gets the pass away, and an intercept, and Tyra might get his hat-trick. He's a long way to go, and he's getting on a bit. The defence coming back, got the handoff on Walker, can't get back up and play the ball and continue. And maybe Walker should have been penalised there. Saltonstall going down the same side, can't get the arm free to release the pass. Tyra still catching breath while Butler goes for the try line. And Saltonstall wanting to crash over, but well, he might still do. Got it to Johnston, and Johnston looking for a way through. And Halifax threatening to score again as they keep the ball alive. Saltonstall inside to Brandon Douglas, not the best of passes, and Brandon Douglas has got 4 London Broncos defenders around him. Last tackle, they're calling for defenders on that far side as Morell chips through. Who's it coming off? Well, the chase is on, and the chase is effective, and Lewis Beanick was never going to go the full length of the field. This man, Mike Williams, if the Halifax defence aren't back and alert, stepped through 2 tackles, gone down, and Johnson and Saltonstall making sure he stayed there. Elliot Keir up to the Halifax 40. Broncos making advantage with ease. Lovell tackled by Will Sharp. Eferange running across the angles, gets it to Cunningham, and Cunningham gets his pass away. Conor McGrath tries to tackle and strip and doesn't succeed in either, but the London Broncos succeed in continuing to keep the ball alive as Jay Pitts is tackled 10 metres away on the last tackle. Back to Cunningham, crossfield kick taken by Johnson. Johnson takes the tackle of Lovell. Grady takes the ball from Saltonstall. Halifax having to run the ball away from their own line. Brandon Moore to Will Sharp. Sharp driving towards the 20-metre line. Dan Fleming back on for Brandon Douglas. Conor McGrath tries to help out the forwards. Will Mayer takes it up to the 40-metre line. Last tackle, it's good defence from the Broncos. The ball will go back to Morell. Morell, well, he's got a 40-20 as Scott Morell. And he's there first to get the ball because he believes got the 40-20. Halifax can play on from there. The referee letting the Broncos defenders get back. I'm not sure why, because he's not pulled them back for most of the game. Dan Fleming inching Halifax near the line. Sharp gets it to oh, what a ball from Tyra, and Saltonstall just wasn't alert to it, and that would have been game, set and match for Halifax. Lightning pass from Steve Tyra, should have put Saltonstall into the corner. Well, that should have been game over. 17 minutes left, and Halifax winning by 26 points to 10. And Danny Ward looking to get Matt Davis back onto the field. Eferange showing a touch, went behind his own player. Appeals for obstruction waved away again as Halifax eventually make the tackle on Jay Pitts. So we hope that miss by Saltonstall doesn't prove. Oh, well done by Dan Fleming, putting Cunningham into his own man, and Saltonstall coming in off the wing. Well, I'm not sure what Lovell was looking for there, perhaps the referee to whistle. Well, he has now. And Saltonstall zones up because the referee is going to give a high tackle, which it didn't look like it. And Lovell didn't suffer any ill effects from it. Eferange puts the ball into touch. London begin on the Halifax 30-metre line, looking for the first point of the second half. Cunningham looks for the runners. Well, the ball has gone forward off the foot, and the referee has decided that it's an error after A long deliberation. But London, it had to be said, were threatening then. They had an overlap on that far side. Tried to ship the ball out quickly, too quickly. And almost as Halifax did in their last set of 6 down by the Broncos half. The pass was too fast, too forward, and Halifax will regain possession for the scrum. Dropping out of the back of the scrum, and Shane Grady. Good drive up to the Halifax 40-metre line. Struggling to get up and play the ball. Will Sharp goes from acting half. Well, what about that one for a high tackle? No difference between that and the last one. Sharp gets up and plays the ball. Dan Fleming just looking round to offload. Couldn't get it away to Fairbank. Will Mayer charges it up. 3 defenders move in to bring the long striding Will Mayer down. Johnson, Halifax attacking down this near side again. Tyra kicks it through. It came off a London player. Well, the 50-50 calls then. Sometimes you get them, sometimes you don't. London quick to put down the scrum. The referee forcing the referee to stopping the clock. Cunningham to Elliot Keir. Halliwell was looking for the pass then. Didn't get it. Williams tackled on the 30. Halifax. Well, Williams played for the penalty then and got it. Cunningham puts the ball into touch. London restart on halfway with Halliwell. Will take the tap and go and get absolutely clobbered. Not surprisingly with a dead stop, with Fairbank that gets the last man in the tackle. Halliwell will play the ball. Matt Davis takes it over the Halifax 40. Looking out towards that far side again, the London Broncos, but the Halifax defence holding fast on that far side just outside the 20. Cunningham running across the field, gets it to Peferangi. Peferangi going back to where it came from, and Matt Davis almost losing the ball then as it got back to him from Peferangi. Peferangi again, short ball, more direct route from Lewis Beanick, but being pushed back further than he carried the ball forward then. The Broncos forward, a little chip through from Cunningham, and Sharp will take it in the in-goal area, but there will be a penalty for a late challenge on Cunningham, who's surprisingly, not surprisingly, quickly back up on his feet and ready to launch this next assault on the Halifax line with 13 minutes left and still leading 26 points to 10. 16-point lead. Broncos needing 3 scores. Halifax's defence has been solid and determined so far, and remains so on the first tackle, 6 metres out from the Halifax line. Sam Davis waits at acting half. Peferangi gets the drop-off ball to Spencer. Spencer smothered by 3. Put down. Broncos still 6 metres away. Davis into acting half, and Peferangi took the pass, and Tyra spotted it straight away to take down the Broncos standoff. Davis looks to go on his own. Davis still going, but Halifax tracking him and bringing him down a metre from the line. Well, a crash ball. Is that a try from the London Broncos? Nothing from the touches as Halifax fall to a soft try. It looks like Lovell who's gone over for the London Broncos. And a soft try conceded by Halifax close to the line. James Green looking to get back onto the field. the Richard Marshall side. Well, let's put the game within the grasp of the London Broncos, and Kieran Dixon will take over the kicking duties. 15 goals so far this season, second choice kicker. Dixon converts the try. Well, it's nervous times for Halifax with just over 11 minutes remaining. Morris has been replaced by James Green. To restart. Broncos need 2 scores. That's Rangi underneath it. It's the pass across the face of the goal to Walker. Halifax smothering Walker as he managed to get 10 metres away from the Broncos line. Spencer is not going to, well, he didn't look like he was going to get 10 metres, then he did, and then he didn't. Tackled by Green. Halifax making the tackle on that far side pitch, driven towards the touchline by Chester Butler. Cunningham looking for runners. Broncos trying to create opportunities on this side of the field. Lovell threatening, put down by Grady. Halifax tackling for all the worth. Here comes Elliot Keir. Tackle again, the referee takes a long time in putting his hand into the air, and Broncos going for the power play. A long pass out to Williams, and Williams kicks over the top. Sharp will collect the ball and bring it back across the face of goal. Evades 2 defenders, Will Sharp, and then gets 15 metres away from the Halifax try line. Well, Halifax won't be nervous so long as they've got possession, which they will have for another 4 tackles after this one. As Conor McGrath takes Halifax forward. Saltonstall over the advantage line but loses possession, claims it was stolen, and Lovell gets it away to Peferangi, out to Keir. Keir goes inside, another obstruction, and the referee has to give it this time. He looked to blow the whistle. Halifax thought they were getting a penalty for the obstruction, but he's gone back to a previous offence, obviously still citing the advantage to the London Broncos from the error Halifax have made. Less than 10 minutes to go. Peferangi shows one where he gives it to Keir. Keir marked by Tyrant and Saltonstall. Dixon, stepper, gets the ball away, but the contact was immediate from Halifax in defence and desperate from Fairbank. Halifax almost caught again as London Broncos edge the way towards the Halifax line. Davis, ankle tapped. Halifax defending for their lives against Jay Pitts on the last tackle now with a hand in the air. The referee, will it be another kick from Cunningham? It's a long pass looking for Lovell, who scored once, looking for another opportunity, but Johnston falling as he took the ball, thankfully, because he was facing that stand and could have been carried over the line. Saltonstall tackled. Fleming tries to take it away, almost as though he was going to offload them, but didn't get the opportunity. Grady takes it to the 20. Well, how the referee never saw Matt Davis go offside then is beyond me. Brandon Moore goes from acting half. Morrell kicks the ball downfield. Walker picks it up for the London Broncos. And Walker will be tackled just over the Broncos 40 with less than 8 minutes to go. Williams Hard man to put down. Rhys Williams, upper body strength. Batty back on for the London Broncos. Put down on the Halifax 30-metre line. Cunningham gets the pass away, and Chester Butler there again to make the tackle, and Halifax forcing the ball carrier back towards his own try line again. Ben Helliwell that time feeling the full force of the Halifax defence. Peferangi takes the long pass, is allowed to step inside, and Peferangi being given an opportunity which Alex Walker, thankfully for Halifax, has put down. Referee has waved play on, and will come back for the knock on around about the 10-metre mark. So Halifax breathe a sigh of relief as Alex Walker puts the ball down. Been a heart-stopping moment there for Halifax. There may be a few more before this game's over. Will Sharp put down just inside the Halifax 20. Can they conjure something up to get themselves to the other end of the field? Because I think if they get anywhere near, then there may be a one-pointer on the cards for Halifax, but the London Broncos know that and are doing everything they can to keep Halifax in their own half of the field. Sean Jones back on for Halifax, driving the ball up the middle. Morrell gives it to Fairbank. Fairbank smothered by the defence. Halifax still in their own half on the last tackle. So the ball will go to Morrell for the kick. Morrell down the touchline again. Not as successful. Walker allowed to bring it back. Halifax up to make the tackle just over the Broncos 30-metre line. Cunningham kicks behind the Halifax defence. Salton stalls on a chase with Dixon, but Sharp will get it for Halifax, and Dixon will tackle him. Dixon. Dearly me. The supporters' cries of derision about the way London Broncos are cynically offside, tell their own story. Fairbank takes the ball up and spins out of the first tackle, of Jacob Fairbank gets Halifax over halfway. And Will Mayer will make another 13 or 14 metres for Halifax. See the clock tick down to less than 5 minutes. It'll go to Johnston for the kick. It bounces off the back of Elliot Keir, and Dixon trying to push Johnson off. Oh, that is immense. Oh, that's a great tackle. James Green with Grady and Johnson picking up Dixon and carrying him back fully 10 metres towards his own line. Great defensive effort. Well, they had a bit of a, looked like they were having a bit of a lapse as Walker almost threatened. But they seem to have got the defensive mojo back. Do Halifax. So close to a win over a top four side as Batty second down just short of the London Broncos 40-metre line. Cunningham across the field again, off James Green, gets the pass away. London Broncos looking for opportunities on that far side. Jay Pitts gets the ball, and the referee has waved play on to what looked like a knock on as Peferangi goes away again, and it's caught. Well, there's a penalty. Tyra could potentially have been in the sin bin for that one. Well, the kick is no good for the London Broncos. They're going to have to go for the 4-pointer. Well, I suppose, cynical or not, it's the only thing Tyra could have done, because Peferangi had broke through. Halifax defenders still coming back and conceding a penalty which could turn into 4 shortly, except the ball has ragged gone to the floor. They're looking for Peferangi to unlock the defence again. Peferangi gives it to Lovell. Lovell gives it to Kia. Kia sets off towards the Halifax line. Is brought down 5 metres away. Davis to Cunningham. Long pass out. And Williams gets the ball. Halifax keep the smothering defence going. And the ball dropped by the London Broncos. And Will Sharp looking for the quick play to get away. And there are some tired looking bodies on this Halifax side now, as London throw everything they can at Halifax in these closing 2.5 minutes. Saltonstall is tackled. Sean Jones trying to get up and play the ball quickly. Saltonstall goes from acting half again, and Saltonstall gets up to halfway, loses possession, but then looked like Batty had knocked it on. So the referee allowing London to continue. Lovell playing out wide, trying to go through the Halifax defence. Ball stripped, says the referee. And Dixon will look for the quick play for touch. There's less than 2 minutes left. Dixon looked for Peferangi, who was looking the other way then. Well, Dixon went on his own, took it to within 10 metres. Well, Halifax needed to muster up one big last set of 6. Ball goes to ground. There's a knock on. They're not going to get away with that one, and that should give Halifax the match. Only a minute left on the clock. That's the last throw of the dice for the London Broncos, who slipped down to their 3rd defeat. Well, Halifax gain 2 points on them in the race for the top 4. Massive confidence booster. Only the 4th win in 13 games for Halifax. They won 19-6 here last season. It's going to look more convincing in the end this afternoon. 26-16. It's a testament to the Halifax defence this afternoon. The attack for mustering up the points, but Halifax have repelled everything the London Broncos have thrown at them. And Conor McGrath threatening to break through again, but Batty just dragging him down. Gets up, quick play. Saltonstall will just carry the ball up to the defence. 3 seconds to go, and Halifax will claim another 2 valuable league points with a heroic performance against the London Broncos, who came here on the back of 2 defeats, took the lead, managed to get it to 10-4, but Halifax's purple patch at the end of the first half with those 3 tries from Grady, Griggs and McGrath, and 2 conversions from Steve Tyra really put Halifax in the driving seat, and Halifax stamping their authority on the game right from the outset in the second half. Tyra's try and conversion, and it could have been a hat-trick, and it could have been a bigger win if Saltonstall hadn't taken the pass off Tyra, but all London had to offer was a try from Lovell and a conversion from Dixon. Halifax win by 10 points, an important 2 points, an important win for Halifax, who play Swinton at home next week. Final score at the Halifax is Halifax 26, London Broncos 16.